This is lesson 3.2, adding and subtracting rational expressions. In order to add and subtract rational expressions, first we'll rewrite the problem using a common denominator, then we'll combine the numerators and keep the common denominator, then finally we'll simplify the remaining expression. So the first two problems, we have like bases, which means that these denominators are the same. So it's the same as adding regular fractions with like bases. So 13a plus 5a is 18a over 4a squared. Now a will go into a squared once, and 18 and 4 will simplify to 9 over 2. For the second example, we still have the same denominator here, so we can focus on the numerators. 13k squared plus k squared is 14k squared. Negative 9k plus 2k equals 7k. We'll write this over 6k squared minus 5k plus 1. Then we can factor out a 7k from the numerator. So 7k, when we factor this out, we're left with 2k minus 1. Next, we can factor out the denominator. It's a 3k minus 1 times 2k minus 1. We have a common term here, so we can cross that out because they'll cancel. Then we'll have 7k over 3k minus 1. Here are some examples with unlike bases. So we see here that the denominators are not equivalent, so we'll have to manipulate the equation to make it so that they are equal. 2 and 3's least common multiple is 6. So we can multiply this term by 3 over 3 and this term by 2 over 2 to get 6 at the bottom. So 15 times 3 is 45 over 6x minus 2 times 16 is 32 over 6x. 45 minus 32 is 13 over 6x. The second example, the bases are also unlike, but we can factor things out to make it easier to see. So we can factor out a 2, so we are left with r plus 4, and we can factor out an r on this side, and we're left with r plus 4. Now see here, this part of the term is equivalent, but these parts are not. So we'll multiply this entire term by r over r, and this entire term by 2 over 2. So now we're left with r squared, 2 times r plus 4, minus 16 over 2 times r plus 4. Now we can condense it into r squared minus 16 over 2r plus 4. Here we have a difference of squares, so we can go ahead and factor that out to r plus 4 and r minus 4 over 2r times r plus 4. The r plus 4 terms are common, so they'll cancel out. Now we're left with r minus 4 over 2r